Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to talk about incomplete dominance. What is incomplete dominance? It is a phenomena of inheritance in which neither of the alleles of a gene is completely dominant over the other, and the hybrid is intermediate between the two parents. Okay. Karl Correns reported incomplete dominance in the flower color of two plants, that is Mirabilis jalapa and Antirrhinum majus. Okay, so what he saw, he observed that when a homozygous red flowered Mirabilis jalapa is crossed with the homozygous white flowered Mirabilis jalapa, then the phenotype in F1 generation was pink colored. That is, he found pink colored flowers in the F1 generation plants. Okay, so how will you describe it? First, you will write the definition of incomplete dominance, and after that, you will write the example. And the example is the flower color in Mirabilis jalapa. So, this is flower color in which plant? That is Mirabilis jalapa. Okay, it is also called as 4 o'clock plant. Okay, so what happens when of red colored plant? Okay, so we take parents. First we take parents. So capital R, capital R. This is for red flower. Okay, it is crossed with the white flowered plant, that is small r, small r. Now the second step is gamete formation. So here we will find gamete which contains allele capital R, and here we will find small r gamete, and then we will find F1 generation by the fertilization of these two gametes. Okay, so what happens? This is capital R, small r. So this is the heterozygous condition and this is homozygous. It is heterozygous because here two contrasting alleles are present together. Okay, so this flower or this plant will contain the pink flowers. Okay, so this pink color is the intermediate between red and white, and that's why this is called incomplete dominance. If a pure homozygous tall pea plant was crossed with pure dwarf pea plant, and if we get moderate sized plant in the F1 generation, then that will be called as incomplete dominance, but it does not happen. Okay, we find a tall plant in F1 generation in the heterozygous condition. We have discussed it earlier because the capital T is completely dominant over small t. But here in this case, in the Mirabilis jalapa, we find incomplete dominance. Okay, here capital R is not completely dominant over small r, and that is why we get a different phenotype plant in the F1 generation. Now the second step is we will cross the F1 plants together. Okay, the plants of F1 generation, I will cross it together and then we will see what will be the result. So we take the two plants from F1 generation and the genotype will be capital R, small r, and the flower color will be pink. Okay, now what happens in the F2 generation, we will see it. So now the next step is gamete formation. Okay, suppose it is a male plant and it is a female plant. Okay, so we will find male gamete containing capital R and the second gamete containing small r. Similarly here we will find capital R and then small r. Okay, is it clear? Now we come to the F2 generation. Okay, F2 generation. So here I will fuse the male gametes with the female gametes. So we will prepare a box like this. Okay, for the gametes, here I will write down the male gametes. Okay, and here I will write the female gametes, that is this one. Okay, now see the results. Here we find capital R, capital R. So this gamete fuses with this one, so we get the genotype. This flower will be red in color. Okay, the new combination is capital R, small r. So this flower will be pink. Okay, now here this will be pink color again. Okay, pink color, and now this one will fuse with this one, so we get the genotype small r, and this will be white color. Okay, so examine here that we find one red flowered plant, two pink flowered plant, and the one white flowered plant. So what will be the phenotypic ratio? What will be the phenotypic ratio? It will be 1:2:1. Okay, 1:2:1. While in complete dominance, in the case of complete dominance, we found the phenotype 3:1. Okay, but here in incomplete dominance, we find the phenotypic ratio 1:2:1. And what is the genotypic ratio in case of incomplete dominance? Let's see. In genotypic ratio, it will be 1:2:1. Why? Because here we find genotype capital R only once. Okay, this is one time. Capital R, small r, this genotype comes twice, 2 times. So here 2. And small r comes only one time, so this is 1. So here we can see that in case of incomplete dominance, the phenotypic ratio and the genotypic ratio are the same. So this was all about incomplete dominance in Mirabilis jalapa and Antirrhinum majus. Okay, and who reported it for the very first time? Karl Correns. It was the name of scientist, okay, who found incomplete dominance in these two plants. And one more thing, don't you think that this was the deviation from the Mendel's laws? Okay, so here this is completed. I hope you liked it. I will be back with the next video. Till then, bye bye. Thank you for watching and have a great day.